Welcome back. A daring rescue that captivated the country. Now we are finally hearing directly from the teenage lifeguard behind this heroic save in dangerous surf.
The challenges for this rescue was that it was so close in, fins were ineffective. I'm seeing waves on the outside. As I grab the child, he goes limp, so I'm thinking about if he's unconscious or not, and that I really need to get him in. The whole time I was thinking I just need to hold my position until my partner can get here because I'm not going to be able to get him out on my own. Doing the best I can to get a good grip on the child and not get sucked out any further.
A hero indeed, here to help us understand frame by frame this incredible rescue and the split-second decision-making is a lifeguard from Jones Beach, Cary Epstein. Cary, this is amazing to have you here and walk through this. You've been a lifeguard at Jones Beach for nearly 30 years. You must have been blown away. Let's start with where this whole thing begins. We've broken it down. So the very first thing is we see the Ryder Williams approaches the boy.
Yeah, this is an incredible rescue, really textbook if you ask. I mean, you could see he approaches the boy, and the first thing everyone should really understand is this is not a regular day at the beach. This is a shore break rescue. This is 8 to 10 foot swell. This is extremely dangerous conditions. He approaches the boy. You could see him initially grab him, and because of the struggle and as it ensued, the boy was either unconscious or just so exhausted that he had absolutely nothing left. And you could see in this frame number 2, he's literally limp.
And that's key, right, Cary? Because Ryder, even as a 16-year-old boy, recognizes that he's in distress, recognizes the danger.
From what I understand, he was in ankle-deep water. The swell rides right up the beach. It could literally knock a grown adult right off their feet. And I think that's what happened here. He immediately noted that. He grabbed his fins and his buoy, and he went in to make this rescue.
And it's important, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but if it would have been even seconds later, people get exhausted in this. It could have been a life-saving decision, the timing.
Absolutely. 1 second difference could have made a tragic change in the scenario in this story here.
1 second. All right. So the massive wave approaches, and as a surfer, of course, I'm always paying attention to the size of the wave. And we showed you just how big waves are crashing on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. And I love this visual, too, because you could see the height on the red line here of the wave. I mean, we're talking 8 to 10 foot overhead. And this rescue is actually happening only feet off of the beach, like in the shoreline area. So this massive wave is approaching. He's got to grab this child, and he's holding him, and that giant set is coming overhead. And if he makes the wrong decision now as the lifeguard, he could lose contact with his victim.
And at this very moment, Ryder realizes he's gotten his victim in his arms, but he knows facing a pounding he's about to take, he's got to be ready to deal with the chaos of the impact that's coming.
And as a lifeguard for pretty much 30 years, I'm thinking what Ryder's thinking in his head right now is he's got this boy in his arms, and he's looking out at that water, and he sees there's a big set coming. He's got to make the right move.
And we see Ryder has every lifeguard across the country has the rescue tube and the rescue fins.
Absolutely, just an essential tool, right, in terms of using your fins and the rescue belt or the the torpedo buoy. But he's holding them in his hands because, again, he wasn't swimming 20, 25, 50 yards out. This was right at the shoreline. So,
but he knows if he gets sucked out, which is the threat of the riptide,
that's right,
he may need those, and of course the tube as well.
That's right. So the fins and the tube are there because while we're starting on shore, at any point this rescue could, of course, move offshore, and that's when he might need to put his fins on should he need to swim.
He's making very mature decisions, moment by moment, and then of course this is the moment that the wave crashes. This is the most dangerous moment from my viewpoint.
It sure is, and you could see in this image, you don't even see them anymore. It's like they've been eaten up by that surf. And the lifeguard, Ryder, in this case, while he was looking at that wave, making that decision, he knew when that wave came to crash on them, he had to hold on to him, not let go, and tuck underneath that wave, which is what he did here in order to effectively
in
make
fact,
this
we have
rescue.
that frame
where
he's ducking under, because if you go back towards the shore, you're not going to be able to defeat Mother Nature. She's too strong, and he's probably not going to be able to hold on to the boy.
That's right. And what most people in the general public don't really understand, when you're in this type of white water on the shoreline, you can't control yourself. This water is so strong, it's so powerful. It's like swift water. It'll literally knock you down off your feet, tumble you upside down. We call it the washing machine, because if you visualize clothes in a washing machine and how it spins and goes in all different directions. That's exactly what's happening to this lifeguard and this victim.
And if Ryder loses the boy, he knows he could be gone in a second. Finally, just the last part, I love that he has the presence of mind. He sees bystanders are running out, and he's saying, no, get back, get back, because then he's got multiple problems.
One of the biggest mistakes that, bystanders make, everyone wants to do the right thing and help out, but this is a very dangerous situation. So, the civilians that came in to help, he even had the mindset to tell them to get out, because at any point they could end up becoming the next victim.
This is incredible. Let's step over here for a second, because what Cary has just walked us through is the unbelievable last-second decisions that Ryder Williams, at 16 years old, has made, recognizing the danger, recognizing the water conditions, getting in there, holding on to them, reading the water conditions, facing daunting waves, and warning off the bystanders, all in a matter of seconds. Let's watch this play out. Look at that. So he sees. He's in danger. He's holding. He's reading the conditions.
Yep, here comes a civilian.
Here comes a civilian. What are you seeing here?
You can't even stand up here. Right now, his biggest concern is holding on to him and not letting go. Look at the size of this water. And you saw him duck his head right underneath there to get underneath that. The biggest thing right now is not letting go of this little boy. If he lets go, he's gone.
And the waves go back out to sea. That's what people don't understand. That's how you get sucked out. Anybody, and particularly a young boy, fighting those conditions, you don't last long fighting that. And you get too tired and you give up.
And in this point, if the boy was able to stand up, maybe he would have been able to stand up on his own and walk out with him. But because he's so weak, because he's so exhausted, he can't do that, which made this rescue that much more difficult, because the lifeguard had to wait until additional lifeguards came in to help. You could see the boy can't even stand up on his own right now. He is exhausted and possibly even unconscious. And here they get cracked with another wave.
It's just unbelievable. Cary Epstein, thank you for walking us through. Thank you for what you do. And obviously, Ryder Williams will go to the White House, we're told, and receive a high civilian heroic award. Thank you for being here.
Much deserved. Thank you.
All right, more Fox and Friends.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.